Yo, right here in the small box, Welcome back to Single Shooter Reactions, only on the FlexiMind Network. I'm the original Anomaly. Welcome back to the channel. I did say I was going to react to this. Not this. I did say I was going to react to this. Don't you worry your little heart. What you need to understand is that since all this Tory Lane news, all this Meg Thee Stallion news coming out talking about she lied, you know, she lied to Gayle King. Everyone called it. Everyone said she lied throughout her whole court case, everything. I did say I was going to revisit this episode on the podcast, specifically of the Joe Budden podcast. Now, they did have a segment where they talked about the Tory Lanez case. Tory Lanez driver on Meg Thee Stallion being shot. That was a clip that they put out. So I'm just going to play the video. We're just going to get right into it, because I want people to hear this kind of conversation around Tory Lanez, okay? I want y'all to hear this shit. Because when I heard it, I'm like, how is nobody listening to this shit? And I know it's Joe Budden. I know. Don't worry. I know y'all ain't a huge fan of Joe Budden. I get it. The only reason why I listen is because they actually have good conversations on their podcast, which I do recommend people to sit down and listen to. But it's okay. I know if you don't like Joe Budden, that's fine. I'm not trying to force y'all on him. Just at least listen to the conversation. At least listen to the conversation that they having, and then I can let y'all do what y'all do. Alright, but for now, if you're new here, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. This is the FlexiMind Network. Let's go straight into this reaction video. Alright? Don't waste no more time. We're gonna do this whole segment right here, so just bear with me, please. It's worth it, I promise. Let's go.
What else is important? I would get into the Tory shit, but they're gonna say I'm thirsty to get into the Tory shit. But I am thirsty. We can do it. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. Why not? Yeah, me too. I'm thirsty. Come on, let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's do it. Am I starting?
Of course you are.
Pussy.
Nigga, I'm right behind you, nigga. You gotta step on a ledge on this one.
Okay, no. See, that's my problem. Again, other people's ledge, I don't view that as my ledge. Any of y'all out there that believe that Tory Lanez picked up a gun while he was with two girls that he popped them both, said dance bitch, and shot her in the foot, I stand by, you're an idiot. I never left that.
Real talk, because it doesn't make sense. Look at the relationship they had during the pandemic. How they're all buddy-buddy. They're on IG Live together, all hugging up and all that shit. Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion taking pictures. Tory Lanez behind it like, bro, what are we talking about? That's not the same man saying dance bitch. That's a lie. And y'all believe the lie. That doesn't even sound like a realistic lie. Let's keep it a band. It just sounds like some bullshit someone just thought of on the spot. Talking about dance bitch. That's some nonsense, and y'all ran with that shit. I personally never believed that, because it doesn't make sense how you go from that to that just like that.
Never left it. Now, I'm not saying that he don't deserve to be where he is, because the charge don't have nothing to do with none of that.
Exactly. Right.
Yes. But even in that, there was politics in that court case, and the more that comes out, I'm feeling Tory Lanez's dad being mad. Anybody that knows what happened. So the driver came out and gave his statement, fine.
Affidavit. Yeah.
And in that statement, he details, this is like our first real account. I don't really listen to Kelsey, Meg, and Tory because they was in the fray of it. The driver got low. So this is our first account from somebody who was there that just got low, never gave a story. And he says, we got in the car, the two, that's when it came out that he was fucking both of us. Or both of them, rather. They said, pull the car over. One went to a bus stop. Tory went over there, consoled her. They got back in the car, drove a little more, then they stopped again, and then then, according to the driver, Kelsey and Meg get out.
Started arguing.
And fighting. Kelsey pulls a hammer. Tory goes, grabs Kelsey, and the driver says he did not see who pulled the trigger because his back was turned, but the gun went off. So that's what we have there. For some, that changes absolutely nothing. For some, it changes everything. I never believed that. I believed the whole time that Tory really liked Meg. He did.
It definitely changes her accounts of what happened when she went, who was that with? Gayle, and said that he said dance or whatever. But in terms of the trial and shit, I don't think it changed anything, because again, he was arrested for holding a gun. Or wielding a firearm in some type of way, correct? Now, I mean, maybe Shorty should have been prosecuted in the same manner, but I guess because she
Well,
cooperated.
that's where the politics come in, because she got the immunity deal.
Yeah.
Why do we trust the driver?
We don't.
Okay.
And my other thing is, I read that whole thing. That shit was dated December. Why are we just seeing this now? Like,
why is no one talking about how they rushed the trial? They rushed the trial because it was around December time going into Christmas. And they know if once you go into Christmas, that little gap period, that 1 week gap period between Christmas and New Year's, you're not really going to do any trial work. And they didn't want to bring that into the New Year's, right? And even if you go into the New Year's, you're not doing the trial right away. So they rushed the trial knowing that if they were to give more time, the whole, like, the way they wanted that to go would have changed into Tory Lanez' favor. No one's talking about how they rushed the trial. Everyone's talking about the trial, this to happen, this, that, what happened, whatever. This trial should have went on longer than how it's supposed to. I don't care what information is being revealed. Megan, talking about you don't want to put your sexual history out there. That's your choice. You're in a courtroom where you don't have much of a choice, because if we're going to get to the bottom of this shit, we got to see what area this went wrong. Where did this go wrong using any kind of information out there that we could get? And you're worried about your sexual history? It's already out there. You already admitted it. You're already won with it. So why wasn't it brought out during court knowing that you would have to do that anyway? That's my question. That doesn't make sense. If they were to dive into the sexual history of these two women, then they would understand that, oh, this is a common thing for y'all. But they took that off record because it hurt her feelings. What kind of courtroom is this? This is bullshit.
after everything.
And they didn't submit it.
What's that?
They didn't submit it, and they didn't want to cross-examine him.
I read somewhere, and I don't know if this is factual, but they said that the defense didn't want to break him up because it didn't necessarily clarify the situation for their case.
Yeah.
Again,
once we read the charges, they can at least impeach the other witness. I mean, because part of what you want to do is you want to impeach the other witness, right? So if his account makes Meg's account seem untruthful, even if it brings in a whole bunch of other stuff, then the jury might be like, well, I don't know who to believe.
Right.
And if I'm on trial for something, and the jury's like, I don't know who to believe, that's why I want the jury.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the trial is reasonable doubt.
Right.
Only one juror has to basically just feel like.
But they had the witness that lived in the house that said he saw the little one.
But the witness was also accused, and that's what I believe. The witness was also accused of speaking to the DA.
Yeah.
Again,
where the
coming
politics
out the building. Yeah, the witness was also
coming off the elevator with
exactly accused of that. My thing is that Meg has, shout out to her. She has went out her way to tell this story and to paint Tory in the light, and rightfully so. But if this is true, then her whole credibility is shot.
See, I don't say rightfully so, because he shot me and I got shot are not the same.
True. Rightfully so meaning.
And I've been saying that that's not the same thing that you're saying. If you said this person and point to your camera with anger and rage, this person shot me, and then to fuck around and say I got shot when you were losing people when they started asking questions. That's not the same thing. And there's no woman, no girl, nothing on this planet Earth that can make me say otherwise. Because you are lying. And she getting away with this shit. How is she getting away with this? Tory Lanez is in jail. She's out free to make any kind of music she want. Her shit's not charting. But when Tory Lanez in jail, this nigga freaking recording off a jail phone. This nigga doing better than her, and the man is latched. He has no equipment, bro. Let's keep it a band. They might bring equipment for him, or he might somehow keep the equipment on him, and then maybe they might raid his prison cell. But at the end of the day, there's no equipment. So how the hell do you realistically, okay, think about it from an industry standpoint. This is the music industry we're talking about. At the time, Megan Thee Stallion was a top charting artist. She was the person people were supposed to pay attention to. If you are given this huge scapegoat, you're supposed to ride the hype train till the wheels fall off. You fell off damn near at the first exit. Let's keep it a band. Tory Lanez is more profitable than Megan Thee Stallion. And no one's ready to admit that. Because look at Meg Thee Stallion's music and look at Tory Lanez's music. It's clear to see who has the better tracks. And you cannot say Meg Thee Stallion. Statistically wise, Tory Lanez can bring in more money, more revenue for any artist, for any industry or whatever label than Meg Thee Stallion. The only reason why they keep Meg Thee Stallion is that she's signed and Tory isn't. Tory's independent, meaning that any money that he would make be his, and they don't want that to happen.
Whatever her reason is, I don't know. I'm not in her mind. I can just speak for me that I look at her differently. I was already reluctant initially, but now I look at, okay, now you just lied on the nigga.
Well,
and you,
but why not really gonna? Why couldn't the driver be lying if I'm employed by him? This is my guy,
True.
so I'm gonna write up whatever I need to write up to.
But then if you look at the steps that it took, remember Kelsey asked for immunity. That should have said something. You know, everybody breezed past it to look at Tory, but that should have said like, why? And it said something.
Why do you want immunity? This case is about Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. Why do you specifically, why do you want immunity? Stop playing with me, man.
Some of us like, why she asked for that?
Not only did she ask for immunity, then got on the stand and said, I don't remember anything.
On top of that, Tory Lanez was muzzled, meaning that he's not able to speak on the court case anywhere. But Meg Thee Stallion was free to say what she wanted, where she wanted to say it, and how she wanted to deliver it. This is, yo, the fact that this is Guani is crazy. This is crazy.
So this just make it look a little bit different.
I kind of believe, I've said it for a while, that I don't know if anybody really knows who pulled the trigger that
you said
led to them getting shot. It sounds like it was a big fracas.
Yes.
But wait, Meg, no, I mean,
Why?
He's right. He said that though before.
I did say it. I stand by it.
I believe Meg. I believe Meg from the beginning. The phone call from jail from Tory was the thing to me that put it over the top. He said,
I'm gonna let them explain it, but this is how you know this man is a simp. And any man that follows him, you're not using your brain. You're not using your brain. Use your brain, fam.
like somebody who did something, he sounded guilty, and the physical evidence seems to be consistent with him doing it.
I hate that.
Talk about it.
Paul could have literally
He apologized for something.
They just found out
That
he
don't
was fucking
say
both of them.
I'm apologizing for shooting you.
Yeah.
He is accountable for the events that led up to that. If you fucked her and you fucked a friend and now they fighting and it's a big fight and somebody ends up getting injured, if you're a man, see that's where this man rules and how a society views an apology is just very different. Society views an apology as an admission of guilt. Man rules is as a man you say sorry when you're wrong.
I'm even sorry that this whole thing happened.
Yes.
I'm sorry I put you in that.
no, that's what you say at the crib.
No, you can say that from jail. When you have time to think, yo, I'm sorry I didn't put you in that.
Y'all need to understand, like, look at the situation they're in. Tory Lanez is in jail. Okay? He's waiting for his bond. He's sitting there. He realized that he could have lost the girl that he really liked. And he really liked Meg Thee Stallion. Let's keep it a band. Kelsey was there, like, she's just there. Okay? But Meg Thee Stallion, like, that's who you saw on the internet together. You know? And to see that he lost Meg because of how the news came out about Kelsey, like, it's kind of nasty in his sense, but at the same time, Meg took Tory from Kelsey. So you see what's going on here. You see, like, it's literally like a crossroad. And in the middle of the crossroad, it's certain death. Let's keep it a band. So this is what you can't, like, this is what a lot of people don't understand. It's like, yo, he's trying to stand on business, stand on timing. And he took the time in jail, the time where you think the most about the situation that you're in. He said, I want that damn phone call. Call the girl saying, look, I'm sorry for what happened. I didn't mean for anything to go around like that. You know, I just wanted, like, you know, like, I just want to enjoy my time, all that. And yeah, like, you're just literally, he probably never knew that the phone call was being recorded. Maybe the messaging said, like, oh, this call is going to be recorded, but, like, it's not that he knew. It's more like he didn't care. He needed to get his shit off. He needed to get this off his chest.
Yeah, but when you're in jail, you know that every single phone call is being recorded.
That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm explaining is on some man shit. But that wouldn't make sense in the court, especially since it's a court of popular opinion.
Y'all believe that Tory Lanez shot her in the foot?
Yes.
Absolutely.
She never got shot in her foot. There's no bullet hole in her foot. Yo, this is crazy. This is actually crazy. Bro, where's the bullet hole if she got shot in her foot? Where's the bullet hole? There's no bullet hole. Do we not know how to use the English language? Like, what is going on here? This is crazy.
You believe that he said dance bitch? That I can't say. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to believe that she would make that up. So if I had to put my money on it, I would say yes.
It's hard for you to believe that she would make up saying dance bitch.
If I begin from the premise that he shot her, then I have no reason I'm trusting her account. And so then, yeah, it's more likely that he said that than he didn't say that.
I think that's scary.
All right, so let me ask you a question.
Very.
So you said you have a hard time believing that she would lie about that.
About that particular detail, yeah.
So when she went on there and Gail and lied that she even fucked him,
I can totally see that.
so it's clear that you will lie about some shit involving this dude.
I don't think that she's above not telling the truth. I don't think anybody's above not telling the truth. But there are certain lies that people tell. Women often get shamed for their sex partners. They often get...
That's their fault. Yo, shut the fuck up. That's your fault. Okay? When you're in court, your whole life is laid out in front of you. Okay? It don't matter about what this and this and this. Like, you can't take a whole part of someone's life knowing that could be key information to solving the case. That's bullshit. If that's your sexual history, sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in court and this is what's if this is what's presented, we're gonna have to look at this shit. Because we need to get to the bottom of some things, because this doesn't make sense. If the court is really fair, that is. And right now, the court doesn't sound fair.
Discredit for their sex partners. They get judged for their sex partners. How many, how often, who. You know what I mean? I can see that. And again, if it's just a he said, she said, I'm not saying lock him up. For me, it's the she said it, she's the witness, which is different.
But Mom, I'm sorry, but you just gave her an out. What I'm saying is that if you lied about having sex with somebody, you can lie about anything. You lied in front of Gail. You can't say, oh, I understand why she would lie about that. You went up there to garner sympathy and to, for whatever reason, it looked like. But if you lied about fucking him, you capable of lying about anything.
Facts.
And that's what I'm
Because
saying.
fucking him is what led to the fight.
Exactly.
Facts.
No, but what I'm saying is, if it was just her account, then I would say, yeah, he shouldn't be guilty because it's he said, she said. But I'm saying if you add that, she's saying he shot me, which got to count for something, right?
Okay.
Because if you walk into me right now and shoot me, the cops say, I said, he said, she said, Mark said, Queen shot. Nah, I got shot.
That's not as simple as that, though.
No, but there's another witness. That it's not. But you got another witness. This is the little guy shot her. You got
What witness said that?
The one that's compromised?
That was in the window.
Yeah.
He didn't say he shot.
He didn't say
said,
that.
I saw a gun go off, and he said he saw the little guy with the gun.
Right. So he's in possession of the gun.
That's after
He
he
wrestled her.
spoke to
Them.
the prosecutor's
Yes.
office.
He's
Just like
compromised.
in the case, remember, the driver said he was trying to take the gun from her. So if he was successful, he would be the guy with the gun.
Yo, I don't even want to get into the he say, she say part of this. All of them involved have reason to lie.
True.
Everybody there has reason to lie. So I'm not really going with who do I trust more. I'm just going with nigga thoughts.
Nigga thoughts meaning let's break this down to the simplest form so we can figure out what's going on. That was for comedy purposes. Cause when you think about nigga thoughts is just like, for example, you hit the button like, wait a minute. If she got shot in her foot, isn't there supposed to be a bullet hole there? That's nigga thoughts.
For real, what is more likely? Tory leaves the studio, goes to Kylie Jenner's house, is having a blast, think he about to get the foursome popping off. Meg gets jailed. We know how they got in the car. What's more likely? That Tory was just so angered in that car that he took Kelsey's gun and shot her? Because there's a few people that, listen, some people know whose gun it was. Listen, that part, I can't share out. We know whose gun it was. So he took her gun and shot her. Why? Why was he so mad? Because that's the scary part. That's back to that whole man versus bear in the wood shit. Y'all think a man is just shooting a girl for no reason? Give me the reason. Because the only reason we got was I said that I had more number ones than him.
I shit on his career.
You telling me that the
Male ego is a motherfucker.
Dog, it ain't that much of a motherfucker.
Yeah,
it ain't that much. Or what's more believable? Two people that was running around as best friends, new in the music industry. One gets COVID, comes back, finds out her best friend is fucking a nigga that she is fucking on.
And they drunk and high.
Well, that's the other piece of it.
And this nigga just was about to get some Kylie Jenner ass. We just left there.
And you know he really wanted that Kylie Jenner ass after that whole like fight with Travis Scott. Y'all know he wanted that shit. He's in her embassy, bro. And you know he had beef with Travis Scott. The one thing he wanted to do was to pop Kylie Jenner just to throw it in Travis Scott's face. Nigga, he needed that. You know that for a fact.
Made him leave. Hey, get out the pool. Come on, you come with us. That guy is shooting. No, that guy wants to go back. That guy wants to leave y'all and double back to Kylie Jenner's house.
Even if he drunk and high, and his ego's been bruised, and he's angry.
You're weak.
Do crazy shit. Jails are filled with people that make irrational decisions.
That's true. But you believe that is more likely than the girl situation.
I don't think they necessarily compete in stories. The beef could have started with them going at it. It could have been her gun.
If it starts there, then how does Tory end up in shooting somebody?
Again, male ego get bruised, disrespect.
That's not a real answer.
Drunk, not all the way sane. Any of these things. I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying all.
I believe he's ill-tempered.
Yeah,
I do believe he's.
I've seen niggas get shot for, and I'm sure y'all have for less than that.
I've never seen a celebrity do it.
That's fair.
I've never seen a celebrity shoot somebody for less. People that have a lot going on. He had a lot going on. One of the hottest artists out. Now, not as successful as her at the time. But I'm pressed to believe
rappers do
I really just don't think that all of that is being taken into account in this heated moment, like you said, that is fueled by drugs and alcohol.
But wait, in the heated moment, why is Tory heated?
I got one number one that you might do that.
Somebody tell me why Tory Lanez would be heated in that moment. I popped you. I'm the one that want to tell about it.
Well, I can certainly see him being very annoyed. I still think that it wasn't necessarily him.
Nah, Parks, don't run it back. Don't run it back. Why? Remember, the gunshot residue was on Kelsey Harris. It wasn't on Tory Lanez. That is supposed to end the case. Why didn't the case end there? Is my question. Bro, it's so clear. It's as clear as day. And for Joe to say, why would Tory Lanez be pissed in this situation? You have Meg Thee Stallion angry as shit, and you have Kelsey Harris mad as fuck, and Tory Lanez is in the middle. Why would he be the most mad out of these two women when they just found out she took her man from him? Why would he shoot them? Yo, you can't make this up, bro.
Intentionally shooting, if he did in fact was the person that pulled the trigger. I think it was a scuffle.
Recklessness.
Scuffle and recklessness.
Well, maybe he shot at the ground and actually
Scuffle and recklessness is still different than he shot me, which has been my beef with Meg this entire time.
Gotcha.
Why would she make it up? Well, seriously, I mean,
well, first of all, I think it's above her. I don't think she made it up.
Okay,
it's above her. She's a mere pawn in this. This play is greater than her. She didn't make nothing up. I ain't gonna say who I think made it up.
Rock Nation.
But it wasn't her.
Okay.
And who set the play to make sure it gets out that way and stays
Jay-Z.
Yeah. Well, actually, niggas out there know who it is. I ain't saying it on my broadcast. But I know exactly who it is. I know how that gun got there. I know who gun it was. And I thought it was weird that the last time we talked about this shit, Kelsey jumped in my DM talking about, hey, don't talk about this no more. Why? You got immunity. That's odd.
You can't make this up, bro. Yo, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up, dude. Like, keep it a band. Don't be lying to yourselves, running all kinds of bullshit through your head. Stick to the facts in the case. Don't run around talking all this nonsense over here. Alright? Stick to the facts in the case. And the facts in this case shows that Tory Lanez is damn near innocent. When they reveal whose gun that really is, because I already explained, Tory Lanez probably took the fall for the gun. The same way how Meg Thee Stallion wanted to take the fall for the whole situation. Because you gotta remember at the time, she wasn't coming out saying initially believe black women or believe all women. No. She didn't want to say shit because all these cops are involved. The situation with George Floyd just passed because this was in 2020. They were trying to keep all their voices down. So for her to come back and say this on the side now, that's adjacent from what she was originally talking about, is all bullshit.
It's just odd. Why wouldn't you want somebody to talk about one of the biggest cases in half of the year? That was odd to me. Yeah, I think this is a scary state if that's what we think about of black men. It's a really scary state.
Real talk.
But I don't think it's about how we see black men. I think it's
shut up.
You just took somebody that's in the top 5% and said he'll shoot somebody because male ego is. You said that.
No, I didn't say it. I said it after he got locked up for shooting somebody. Like I didn't look at him and say that's the nigga that'll shoot somebody.
Well,
I'm saying
he did not get locked up for shooting somebody. That's really the problem. Like that's not what he was locked up for.
What I'm saying.
And that's where everybody's emotions got.
You got it. You got his ass, Ice. That's right, Ice Cube. You got his bitch ass. This nigga's not serious. This nigga's a liar. This guy's a simp. Bitch made, bro. Use your brain, my boy. What are you doing?
Well, the case is saying, did he shoot her? Did he not shoot her?
That's not what the trial is.
That's not what the trial was about.
That's what the trial's about. But that's fair. But my point is, I don't believe that black men.
But you keep bringing it up, you fucking idiot.
And are prone to violence or more likely to shoot one person than another person. I just think in this particular case, given all the evidence, he seems inclined to do that. I don't think most black men are. I just think based on what I learned from him.
It's not the evidence shows that he was inclined to do that. It's how they swayed your level of thinking to make you think that way. Because anybody with a proper mind on their damn head, on their shoulders, could look at this case and say, why is Tory in jail?
About this case, he seemed like somebody that'd do that. I don't know. I can't speak to it.
I ain't gonna speak to him. I mean,
this is crazy.
That part.
Yeah.
I don't know nobody well enough to know if they're gonna kill somebody now.
That's fair.
Well, some people do, but I don't talk about that anyway.
Yeah.
Listen. I mean, like we said, it don't change the charge. Right. It don't change what you in there for.
I still don't think we'll ever know the real full truth unless some miraculous fucking ring camera comes out.
That's the other part to me. I do believe this in this day and age.
It's hard to believe that there's no camera.
No footage.
Nothing.
Which further makes me believe in the political accusation.
There's footage. They're just hiding it. Think about it. They're about like a couple kilometers, maybe a mile. I'd say a couple kilometers away from Kylie Jenner's house. And if you're in the area of Kylie Jenner's crib, there's a lot of big houses and a lot of nice looking houses. Meaning that there's got to be some ring cams. There's got to be some cameras set up. There's no way that there's zero footage. They stopped in a neighborhood. They didn't stop in no trailer park.
I believe it, bro.
I think that the simplest answer is often the best one. Sometimes things look complicated and there's a conspiracy. Sometimes it's just what it looks like.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's not here.
Yeah. Or that's a crazy face. No, but it is down to the simplest facts and points. But what you're bringing up is not the simplest facts and points. That's the problem.
And just not here, but I do agree with that.
Fam, something happened today. They got camera footage from everywhere in a matter of minutes.
Good shit too.
So what you think?
Nice, crisp.
So what you think that it was like that there was cameras and just the video evidence was suppressed?
They think this shit like
absolutely.
So it's a total conspiracy.
I'm not saying. I just believe there's a reason we didn't see video. I think there is video.
You don't need to put conspiracy to this.
I believe that they found something.
It's hard to.
You can't walk down the street without being on somebody's camera.
I might be mistaken. This is a literal question, but didn't this take place in like a laneway, like an alleyway?
No.
No.
It was on the street.
It was on the street.
Okay.
Like a residential A residential
No,
neighborhood.
I know the street that they were on, but I thought that the vehicle had kind of pulled out and ended up on the main street, but the whole altercation took place in like an alleyway, and if that was the fact, then I could see why there wouldn't be any cameras or very few cameras facing an alleyway.
If there was an accusation of it being at a bus stop, that in particular, I would think that there would be some surveillance, because bus stop is fucking public property, government property.
But there'd be blind spots, you know.
Yeah, no doubt.
Again, it could be a conspiracy. I don't know. I tend to not believe conspiracies for the most part. Me too.
How many women you well, you married now or some shit. So how many women are you familiar with from Texas?
Oh, I spent some time in Texas. I've dated women from Texas.
How were they temper-wise?
The calmest women I've ever met in my life. Especially ones from Houston.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, yeah, I'm being sarcastic.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
I'm glad he said that shit. Cause watch this now.
I'm riding that dick till he come twice.
Let's make the stallion drunk, y'all.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
She can't control the liquor because she's not even supposed to be saying that on IG Live.
I ain't never fucked on a nigga that ain't came 3 times. That's facts. That's facts.
That's enough.
Only reason why niggas is not fucking with me is because I broke up with them. I don't want to deal with you quick nut niggas. I don't like niggas that don't last long. That's the T. What?
I said enough. I said enough.
You also bent over on the counter.
Bitch, I said enough. That was enough.
Oh my god. You niggas are not lasting.
That hurt so bad.
You would be like, oh my god, she for the streets. No. You niggas are for the weak. You niggas like bitches that's going 1 round. I'm going 4. I'm going 4.
Megan, you're going up, you're going down.
I'm going up, you're going down. You can meet me in a trap. It's going.
You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up. Like, you can't make this up, bro.
No, I get it. Southern, I get it. Shit, in South North, people be hot tempered. You know what I mean? But I get the Texas
no more
thing.
in the South where bitches shoot you than up here.
And they carry down there. Everybody got a gun in Texas. It's a little different.
That's true.
They will back out on you fast.
And if this story is true and then I move on, then why are Meg and Kelsey not speaking?
Why are they not friends no more? Why are the two of them not friends no more? They're not friends. They don't like each other no more. To this day, niggas stop playing with me. To this day, they're not friends no more. You never see them together. You never even hear about them talk about each other unless it's in an interview. They don't talk. It's done, bro. Why? Because Kelsey shot Meg. This is crazy.
I mean, the whole sex thing is enough, right?
No.
No. Women have not spoken for less. But when something traumatic happens, a lot of times that makes the situation, it mends the situation.
Mark Lamar Hill. And I keep trying to leave this.
The full name too.
Mark Lamar Hill. If they're best friends, and I'm rolling with your story of Tory Lane's ego was shot her, and he shot her.
Yeah.
That ain't the time that best friends stop talking.
Shit, I stay here for you. I go to the trial, then I'm not fucking with you no more because you still fuck my dude. That's the energy. Yo, Mark, stop it.
And
man.
that's.
What would you say? I mean, you're a woman. What?
No.
Oh shit.
What's here, man?
That is what. I feel like I just walked into something.
No, you didn't.
You did still.
I agree with you in terms of that being enough to completely end a friendship because of the fact that Kelsey was fucking him first and then Meg came behind her back. That is some serious betrayal shit. That is some shit I would never speak to you again, regardless of.
But here's the problem. Look at your age and look at their age. In your time, that's blacklisted. In today, 2024, 2020, actually, especially in 2020, because that's the pandemic, especially around that time, women would forgive other women because of that. And then they would blame the men because of him being greedy. Even though in reality, it's the women's greed that got them into the trouble. Good try, buddy.
What unfolded.
But you wouldn't shoot her. So it's serious betrayal, but you wouldn't shoot her.
Yeah, you cannot speak to somebody not want to shoot them.
Dog.
You're not serious.
No, I don't fuck her no more. Like,
but you're the same man that keeps saying that they're drunk and high. Now add that to the situation. You're lying to yourself if you say otherwise. This is crazy. Tory Lanez should not even be in jail right now. This is so crazy.
There's definitely people that I would like to shoot. Definitely people I would like to shoot. But do I think, but will I actually do it? No.
Bro, can I say something?
Now, if you, hold on, real fast. The people that you might really want to shoot, in the moment, you drunk and high and got the gun. You thinking logically, or you thinking I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker?
Me? Yes, I am thinking logically.
You're drunk and high.
I have been drunk and high.
You're literally in a state where you can't think logically. And especially how Meg Thee Stallion is when she's drunk. You can tell her friend Kelsey Harris is just as bad of a drunk that she is, bruh.
High in many situations, and I walked out of it relatively unscathed. I didn't beat anyone up. I didn't kill anybody. I didn't do that.
Why is it impossible that Kelsey could not shoot somebody drunk and high?
Because she has gunshot residue on her.
Real quick, when you had your accident, a lot of people reached out to you to check on you.
Yeah.
And you said even some people that you didn't think that would reach out to you.
No. It was the opposite. A lot of people posted about me but did not reach out to me.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay, good. What you gonna say, Joe?
Yeah. But I think that lends
And
to
when she sees him, she's gonna shoot him.
No, but I think that lends to what you were saying about the interview with Gail, why she would lie about having sex with him because of the shame that's often associated with women having partners, and also
But yo, this is crazy, cause she says this, but even in court, her other sexual partners were brought up anyway. Y'all remember Ben Simmons? Yo, Ben Simmons got both of them, bro. Yo, I remember at the time everybody in there like, yo, where did Ben Simmons come from? Bro, the news got out regardless, and everyone flamed her for the men that she chose. So how are you gonna say this now? Even though the news is already out there, did you forget? Is recency bias at play?
Fucking your friend's man is not the shit that you want to tell the world you actually fucking did when your whole, kind of persona is based on being a fucking girl.
Her whole persona is about hoeing. Fucking on some nigga, taking some nigga from somebody, doing something with some sort of nigga. What are we talking about?
Girl. So I agree with all of that.
I agree with that, but that's a good point. But on top of that, wouldn't there be more reasons to lie? I agree with those being reasons to lie. I just think that there's more reasons to lie because that adds a motive.
To me, what ended up happening is this situation became larger than life, and I do believe that there were, like puppet masters in this whole situation, and Meg was the one who was forward facing, and she was forced to make decisions in real time and speak on things that she was not prepared to speak on. She's a young girl. She's lost her parents. She's like, I think that so much
that don't matter in court
to be perfect and answer the questions that would be acceptable, that she made a lot of missteps, and a lot of people penalized her for it.
That's a really good point.
But if she lies, she deserves to be penalized.
Y'all be putting all these fucking women standards on slides. I'm out of here. I'm done with y'all. Y'all
I'm just gonna say one word: patriarchy. Okay, but go on.
That's the word. How is that patriarchy?
It's not an example, but you want to talk about
the system.
Yeah.
The system is because it's a system with women. It's the same shit with black men. Like if a black man gets shot, you can't be like, well, he was a drunk.
If it's the system, yo. If it's the system, then Tory Lanez should not be in jail because the system that's set would show that with all this evidence, Meg Thee Stallion should be in jail. But you're saying it's because the system, why, what, her sexual history is being brought up, why they put Tory Lanez in jail, why this had to go to court, like, what are we trying to say here? Like, you're not making any sense. Like, you sound stupid, you look dumb. Like that, no, you can't go around saying this shit knowing that in the real time, in real reality, that Tory Lanez should not be in jail, period.
drug dealer. Because if you're a drug dealer, I still shouldn't get shot by the police, but we always gotta have him on a horse. We gotta show he he's going to college. We gotta say all this great shit about him, because if not, then suddenly he's not a sympathetic victim.
Yeah.
Same thing with Meg. It's like, oh, if she fucked the dude, or she fucked her homegirl's dude, then whatever happened to her, she deserves, because she's not the right kind of woman.
Very
That's
much
all.
so. And that is what people.
That's the patriarchy.
A lot of people said that. A lot of people were saying that was some public sentiment, that she deserved what she got because she was fucking her friend's man.
Okay, well, let me speak for
Talking to adults. We don't feel like
I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm not saying she deserved anything that happened to her. We're just speaking on the who did it part.
Facts.
And that
They keep, the thing about this case is that they keep bringing in extra bullshit to try and sway your vote for the court of public opinion. They're trying to sway the court on social media because everyone's watching from there, so that they can change how Meg Thee should go to jail instead of, or no, Kelsey Harris should go to jail instead of Tory Lanez. But in reality, they swayed the vote, so it's like Tory Lanez go to jail and Kelsey has immunity, but she's free. That's what's going on here.
key piece of information at the time, finding out that, yo, you was fucking on your friend's dude, your friend is upset, and your friend had a gun.
And you're not speaking to your friend
Y'all
anymore.
still ain't talking. So that could say, oh, maybe the friend shot.
That sounds a lot worse than,
What's the motive?
hey, this nigga has an ego and it's bruised.
I just see niggas do wild shit when their ego is bruised. They don't take a lot.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. I just don't think that when you hold it up against this other stuff that it holds. But I do agree with that. Male ego is fragile as hell.
Yeah, but that don't matter in this
I
case.
hate to sound like I care a lot about this. Now that Tory Lanez found his fucking studio jail, Pro Tools, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm sorry. I do want Tory to come home because I feel like it's fucked up. But I'm getting the slaps. I'm here for the slaps. If I'm not having Thanksgiving dinner with none of you niggas, I am here for the slaps. That's it.
Yeah.
I ain't heard none of it. How good is it?
It's good.
It's pretty good.
I heard like his engineer should get an award. I heard like the actual sound quality.
Yeah,
It's
The
pretty
sound
good.
quality was fantastic.
Yeah, it sound like
Look at the bias.
basement studio.
How you do that?
They got
They
technology.
updated jail, man.
Yeah, they got tablets and
updated
shit.
jail.
They got tablets.
Yeah, my brother called me from jail every day with a tablet. It's all fuzzy. I can't recognize his face. This nigga making brain.
I think Mayor Adams did that to incentivize blacks to come to jail.
That's another topic.
Got Pro Tools.
Now that's a conspiracy I believe.
Oh no, me too. Listen. Thoughts and prayers to all.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And I do think we'll never get the truth.
I don't think so either.
Facts.
Unless, like I said, some of this fucking ring footage comes out somewhere at some point.
The funny shit, if I'm Tory, I might sue that bodyguard.
You mean the driver?
Yep.
Why?
Because if you're a bodyguard or you're security, then why are we here?
Well, I mean,
He's really bad at his job.
is there a distinction? They said
really
said the driver.
They said driver.
Well,
Yeah.
he said driver / body.
But that's
Okay.
that's the other problem.
Got it. Yes.
Your driver,
Should not be
you
your
niggas
bodyguard.
should hire a driver, not your man
And security.
from your hood, and security, not your man from your hood. That's true.
Bonded.
You need a driver
Licensed.
and you need security.
Professional.
I don't professional for both. I don't care if the driver is licensed to carry. That means nothing to me.
Just means you got two guns.
You need two. Yeah, you need two separate. Because if that happens, I don't think any of this happens. Why is Tory the one that gotta get out, break this fight up, grab her? Why? Because you parking.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
First of all, and you hear these motherfuckers yelling and fighting in the background. It ain't a smooth Escalade drive, nigga. When you gonna jump in here? You hear her telling me I ain't got no slaps. I'm number 97 on the chart.
You know where my ego is.
Say it again.
But when is the hired help ever going to fucking intervene in something like that?
Professional.
A professional?
No.
Always.
Huh?
A professional?
Professional, that's what he's going to do. He's there to de-escalate these situations.
Security?
No.
Security.
Okay. We gotta be clear on the distinction. Was he security or driver? Because all it said was driver.
He was both.
Okay. Well, if he is not licensed and bonded and a super professional, and he sees a gun come out, I'm not getting involved. I don't want to get shot. That might have been his fucking sentiment as to why he did not get involved and why he didn't say anything. How many times are you?
Nah. when women are fighting over a man, especially when they know they be fucking the same man, the last thing a man want to do is get into that bullshit, because we're literally hearing and listening to this shit. We're just like, bro, do you really want me to jump into this? Let's keep it a band, like, because you know they can flip the situation back on dude too at the same time. They're drunk and high. They can make shit happen, bro.
Having an argument with somebody and your driver is just looking face forward, and I'm not speaking about you. I'm just talking about in general as being high profile people. When your driver is looking ahead, they are not looking in the rearview mirror. They're not paying attention. They're like my
Driver.
He says in the affidavit, I was the driver and bodyguard of Mr. Daystar Peterson. So he's occupying both roles.
So you dropped the fucking ball, buddy. Oh, you're terrible. Yeah.
Terrible, yeah.
And I read this shit that
didn't get them to the destination and someone got shot.
0 stars.
Right. Would not recommend. And I read this shit that Megan Cuniff sent out. We can, and this is old. This is from them not calling the driver's witness. We came to the conclusion that we're not going to call him because obviously his testimony is going to be putting a gun in the hands of Kelsey. And that's what he told all of us when we just did an interview upstairs. At this point, my position was that the jury believes our theory. I think Sean Kelly already put the gun in Kelsey's hand, and if they're going to believe that he took the gun from him and you started to shoot it yourself, to me it's kind of an absurd argument. I agree with that. Adding another person to say who has some connections to you as a security or a friend or whatever they may link up isn't going to do anything.
So why didn't the defense call him as a witness?
Because I think from what I read,
at that time it was late. He came when he disappeared and came back. He came back too late, and they never took him in as someone to put on the stand. I think
it's just that they didn't believe that his testimony or whatever in the affidavit helped nor hurt. It's kind of still we don't have any information.
Then Tory's beef will be is with his defense attorneys.
I was about to say,
that's who his beef is. Not the fucking.
Well, he already is beefing with his defense attorneys.
And I hope that the lawyers that are handling his appeals is not the same defense team, because I would be screaming at y'all. Get that nigga on the fucking stand.
I'd have to beef with everybody if I was Tory.
Well, obviously, but I'd be really pissed off that this is coming out now and my defense attorneys did not think to put him on the stand. Even if he gets annihilated by prosecution, cross-examination, I don't give a shit. As long as it creates reasonable doubt. That's it.
What I think happened, because I said this before, he definitely should have a beef with his attorneys, because if you knew these was the charges and you knew what the evidence was, you should have took the plea.
Agreed. Everybody thinks that, yes.
Now, 2, I also think that his defense thought that neighbor was going to say something different, and they flipped him when they saw him coming off that elevator. That's what I really...
Maybe that was the setup. Maybe that nothing was really said in the elevator, but they put it into a situation where they saw him come off the elevator with him, and then they ran back and changed this. You see how wicked people are?
That was the turning point. So we don't need to call the driver, because we know what the neighbor is about to say, and that's going to create the doubt we need to beat this case.
That is true. And when the plea deal was given to them, their job is to say this is what they're offering,
and this is what
and
you're looking at.
It's Tory's decision as to whether or not he wants it or not. It's Tory ultimately who makes that decision.
If your lawyers are telling you, we don't stand a chance to win this, you take this plea. You take the plea.
Or if the lawyer is saying we don't need to call this person, you ain't about to override.
Exactly.
You're paying these people. You paid a lot of money in lawyer fees.
I really think that neighbor being flipped was the turning point. And then by then it was too late for them. They're like, oh shit. He went up there and said, what? You fucked us.
Tory, myself, plenty of other black men out there have had horrible things happen to them from fucking some men. So y'all be careful. Y'all be careful. That's all I got.
No.
That's it.
I'm with you.
Just being greedy with the men.
Blacks.
Hey, we're at the end of the segment. If you listen for this long, I appreciate you for stopping by. Damn, this is a long time. But I want people to see this conversation. I want people to view this and then take away, so that when the next time comes around and some bullshit like this happens again, we would not put the wrong person in jail. Because clearly the wrong person's in jail. And honestly speaking, because I don't think Meg should even go to jail. The only reason why I say she's supposed to go to jail is for lying on the stand. In reality, Kelsey is supposed to be in jail because she's the one that shot Meg. All the evidence shows that she's the one that shot Meg. On top of that, her getting the immunity deal, having gunshot residue on her body, that literally shows who shot who. So why is Tory in jail? He took ownership of the gun to try to protect them, the same way how Megan tried to protect them by not speaking on nothing. Kelsey was just there in the background. You have Megan and Tory trying to defend each other because they still care about each other at the end of the day, even though this situation happened. It's just that when Rock Nation got word of this, looked at the situation, looked at who's involved here, saw that there's 2 women and 1 man, and the man is like this tall. Okay, they determined that, okay, we're gonna turn this so you 2 will be safe, and we're gonna send that little boy in jail, and y'all gonna be good. And look what happened. We cannot deal with this shit no more. This is crazy. Anyway, this is the end of the video. This is damn near a podcast episode by myself. I'll keep it a band with you. It is you, me, and the Joe Budden squad. You literally. Anyway, if you watch, thank you. If you stop by, if you watch for a little bit, even if you have to watch this in segments, that's fine too. But I just want people to see what people are talking about on hip hop platforms, because it's not what y'all think. So if you watch this, I appreciate you. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video. This is Single Seater Reactions only on the FlexiMind Network. Take care, be well, be safe, be true, be you. Yeah, peace.